Hello, my friend. Welcome to your sleep story. Tonight, I will tell you a peaceful story about a man and his loyal dog. Far away beside a quiet lake lived an old man named Walter. His best friend was a golden retriever named Max. Every morning before sunrise, Max waited patiently beside Walter's bed. As soon as Walter woke up, Max gently wagged his tail. Together they walked beside the lake. The water was calm. Birds sang softly in the trees. The morning air felt fresh and peaceful. Walter loved these walks, and Max loved them too. They never hurried. They simply enjoyed the quiet beauty around them. In spring, they watched flowers bloom. In summer, they sat beneath shady trees. In autumn, they walked through golden leaves. And in winter, they followed footprints across fresh snow. Every evening, they returned to their small wooden cabin. A warm fire glowed in the fireplace. Rain sometimes tapped softly against the windows. The old clock ticked quietly on the wall. Walter sat in his favorite chair reading a book. Max rested peacefully beside him. The cabin always felt safe, warm, comfortable. One autumn afternoon, they discovered a beautiful hill overlooking the lake. Walter sat beneath a large oak tree. Max curled beside him. Together they watched clouds drift slowly across the sky. Neither spoke, neither needed to. The peaceful moment was enough. Years passed gently. Walter grew older. Max grew older too. His fur slowly turned silver around his face. His steps became slower. But every morning he still greeted Walter with a happy wag of his tail. One snowy evening, Walter looked down at his loyal friend sleeping beside the fire. He smiled softly. "Thank you for all the wonderful days," he whispered. Max opened one eye and gently wagged his tail. Outside, the snow continued falling. Inside the cabin, the fire glowed warmly. Everything felt peaceful. Everything felt calm. And as the night grew deeper, Walter rested quietly in his chair while Max slept beside him. The lake shimmered beneath the moonlight. The forest stood silent. And the little cabin remained filled with friendship, warmth, and happiness. Now imagine yourself there, beside the fire, listening to the gentle wind outside, feeling safe, feeling calm, and slowly drifting into a peaceful sleep. Good night, my friend. Sleep well. The next morning arrived quietly. Golden sunlight reflected across the lake. Walter opened the cabin door and smiled. Fresh air filled the morning. Max was already waiting outside. His tail moved happily as always. Together they followed their favorite trail through the forest. The trees stood tall and peaceful around them. Birds sang softly above. A gentle breeze moved through the leaves. Everything felt calm. After a while, they reached a small wooden bridge crossing a narrow stream. Clear water flowed slowly beneath it. Walter stopped for a moment. Max sat beside him. Together they listened to the sound of the water. Neither rushed, neither worried. They simply enjoyed being there. Later they climbed a small hill overlooking the valley. From the top they could see forests, fields, and distant mountains stretching toward the horizon. The view was beautiful. Walter A few days later, another peaceful morning arrived. Soft sunlight streamed through the cabin windows. Walter woke to the familiar sound of birds singing outside. Max was already awake. He stretched slowly and wagged his tail. Together they stepped outside into the fresh morning air. The lake was perfectly calm. Mist floated gently above the water. The forest glowed in the golden light of sunrise. Walter and Max followed a narrow path leading along the shoreline. Small ducks drifted quietly across the water. Dragonflies hovered above the reeds. Everything felt peaceful. Everything felt still. After a while, they reached their favorite wooden bench beneath an old pine tree. Walter sat down. Max settled beside him. The gentle breeze carried the scent of pine needles and wildflowers. For a long time, they simply watched the lake sparkle beneath the morning sun. Hours passed quietly. Clouds moved slowly across the blue sky. The world seemed calm and unhurried. As afternoon arrived, they returned to the cabin. Walter made a cup of warm tea. Max rested near the doorway where sunlight warmed the wooden floor. The cabin felt cozy and comfortable, a place filled with happy memories. As evening approached, light rain began falling outside. Tiny drops tapped softly against the roof. The sound was gentle and relaxing. Walter sat beside the window watching the rain. Max lay nearby, peacefully asleep. Beyond the glass, the forest became darker. Small lights appeared across the distant hills. The lake reflected the fading colors of the sky. Soon night arrived. The rain slowly stopped. Clouds drifted away. Stars appeared one by one above the trees. The moon rose quietly over the water. Its silver light spread across the peaceful landscape. Walter smiled softly. Moments like these were his favorite. Simple moments, quiet moments, the kind that stayed in your heart forever. Before bedtime, he stepped outside one last time. Max followed beside him. The air was cool and fresh. The forest stood silent beneath the moonlight. Together they looked across the sleeping lake. Everything felt calm. Everything felt safe. Then they returned inside the warm cabin. The fire glowed softly. The room settled into silence. Walter climbed into bed. Max curled up nearby. Outside, the moon continued its slow journey across the sky. Inside, peace filled every corner of the little cabin. And as the night grew deeper, Walter and Max drifted gently into another restful sleep. Now allow yourself to relax. Feel your body becoming heavier. Feel your mind becoming quieter. Let every worry drift away. You are safe. You are calm. And it is time to rest. Good night, my friend. Sleep well.